Hey everybody, and welcome to course number 21. And in this course, we're going to be talking about food hygiene.
So, Jenna, what do you like to cook the most?
Ooh, I think my favorite thing to cook is my family recipe of mac and cheese. It is my favorite thing and it is so good.
Wow, I would actually love to try that.
You should come over. I'm actually making it for dinner tonight.
Oh my God, I'm going. Don't even mention it one more time because I'll be there.
So, one important part of cooking is food hygiene. And food hygiene is how we make sure that our food is safe for us to eat. And food hygiene helps us prevent foodborne illnesses, which are things like food poisoning, which can make you really sick.
So, here are some ways that we can practice food hygiene in our kitchen.
So, our first tip is to wash your hands. It's really important to wash your hands before we eat, after you touch raw meat, and whenever we start preparing our food. And one really good tip is to wash your hands with soapy water while singing the ABCs. Once you've hit Z, you're done and your hands are fully washed.
That's such a great tip. Never thought of that one. So, a tip number two is dress like a chef. So, if you got really long hair, like myself, so it is very important to pull it back and out of your face. And if you got a long sleeve shirt, you can roll it up like this, like every chef does, as you can see here in the picture. And for bonus points, you can put an apron on and maybe a chef hat. So that way you can have a lot more fun in the kitchen and probably your food will taste even better.
So, our third tip is to start germ busting. And it's really important to keep the area where we're preparing food at clean. By cleaning, we'll keep our germs at bay and help lessen our chances of getting sick. But before you use any cleaners, you might want to go ahead and ask your parents or even ask your parents for help.
So tip number four is to keep a raw meat away. So raw meat actually has some bacteria that can make you a little sick. So that's why it's so important. Like your parents, I'm pretty sure they tell you never to eat any raw protein. So it is very important to make sure that it's cooked fully before eating. So make sure that the color of the meat has changed from reddish like this to a dark brown, and that it isn't touching any other meat that hasn't been cooked yet.
And our fifth tip is to check the date. So even when you're shopping for food, it's really important to check the use by date. And this date lets us know if the food is still safe to eat. So you can see in the picture, there's an example of the use by date. So this is saying that this sour cream was best if used by the 23rd of July, which means it's good up until the 23rd of July. If what you find in your fridge or at the grocery store is a little bit older or is past the use by date, you should probably throw it away just because it's probably not good anymore and it could make you sick.
Yeah, that had happened to me before. And honestly, guys, I don't recommend it.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay now, but my belly really hurts. So it's very important, like Jenna mentioned, to check that date before eating. And tip number five is to store it properly. So like we learned in our how to stock a pantry, as you can see my beautiful pantry right here in the back, Jenna actually taught me how to stock my pantry properly, and it was very organized and pretty. It's important to store foods properly to keep them safe for us to eat.
So the first worksheet that we have for you guys today is a coloring sheet. It's wash your hands. And it also gives you another little tip on how to make sure you're washing your hands for as long as you need to make sure they're clean. So this coloring sheet says to wash your hands for as long as it takes for you to sing happy birthday to make sure that they are clean. And I love happy birthday. It makes me think of cake and presents. So this is something I'll probably be using when I go wash my hands next time.
For sure. Go ahead
and color in the girl.
This is a really good one. I like it, Jenna. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
So this one is a word challenge. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a word bank of 8 words here. And the idea is that on each one of these, you're gonna fill in the blank. So for example, we actually completed number 1 for you. So it says, keep raw meat blank from cooked meat. So what do you think goes in that blank, Jenna?
I'm not sure. Can I get a hint?
Yes, remember we said to keep it away. So the answer is keep raw meat separate from cooked meat.
Oh, wow.
So guys, the idea is that you fill in the blank the rest of the word.
And our last worksheet for you guys today is a food safety crossword puzzle. So in this one, you're going to look at the different little numbers that are in the crossword puzzle and then whether they go across or down. So in the little areas that say across, you're going to find little hints that correspond to the numbers. So we went ahead and Camila and I worked really hard to find number 6, which is keep cold food cold and hot food. We worked really hard and we're going to need a little bit more help finishing up this crossword puzzle. So if you guys can help us, that'd be amazing.
I think they can and they will for sure. So today we learned some tips about how to keep our cooking area clean and safe, and also how to have fun while washing our hands. Like Jen explained to us, we can sing happy birthday or the ABC song. So remember guys to always keep your hands clean and your cooking area spotless.
Thank you so much for joining us today, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.